Hi, I'm Carlisle Dowd, and I did my research on Ella Flagg Young. Ella Flagg Young was born in Buffalo, New York, on January 15th in the year 1845. She was born at a time where formal education was not expected, but she had a gift and a desire for learning. At the age of 9, Ella taught herself to read and write. At the age of 10, Ella persuaded her parents to enroll her into school. When Ella was 15, she felt that school was no longer a challenge and had nothing more to learn from it, and she chose to drop out of school. At the young age of 15, Ella took the teacher's exam and passed. But, being 15, Ella was too young to teach, so instead she attended a teacher's school to complete her education. Ella's mother told her that because she was extremely hard on herself, she'd be the same way with her students, and that she would never succeed in becoming a teacher. Despite that, Ella continued on and set up a practicum experience where she taught alongside an experienced teacher, and eventually did succeed in becoming a teacher. Ella was successful in terms of moving forward with her educational goals, but life was difficult for her. By the time that Ella was 27, her husband, her parents, her brother and sister had all died. With no close relatives, Ella filled her life with educational pursuits, which changed the way our education system is today. Ella worked in a ghetto school and later was the head of practice teaching classrooms. She also became a high school math teacher and was later a principal in the largest school in Chicago. After her principal position, Ella was appointed as the first female superintendent of the Chicago school system in 1909. She was the first female superintendent over a major city school system. Her appointment was supposed to bring an end to a decade of intense conflicts between the Chicago Board of Education and increasingly powerful teachers' organizations. The year following Ella's superintendent assignment, she was elected to become the president of the National Education Association, which is also known as the NEA. Ella was the first female president of the NEA. Ella Flagg Young led Chicago schools through the dramatic change when industrialization rapidly dominated the economy. She responded to this and many other challenges by instituting reforms. She worked to ensure welfare for teachers and created school governing bodies where administrators and teachers discussed logistical matters in the curriculum. She also designed screening programs for kids entering into city normal schools. She created ways to give greater authority to those in school-level positions rather than central office staff members. Young also helped to change the principal's position from one of paperwork and accounting to one of a knowledge of pedagogy. She also helped to add sex hygiene programs in the Chicago schools, which was among the first to be offered in schools anywhere. Ella wrote and published many works as well. Her most enduring work is Isolation in the Schools, which she wrote in 1900. In this, she analyzed relationships between schools and the industrial society. She also suggested that a rigidly compartmentalized educational systems alienated students who then failed to find their studies personally meaningful. Ella Flagg Young also worked with women's organizations. She was viewed as a leader with the women's suffragists. These suffragists supported Ella within her positions. Ella Flagg Young helped lead schools to what they are today in many ways. She made sure that teachers had a better understanding of pedagogy and curriculum. She helped create sex hygiene programs, which is helpful for kids of all ages. She helped to make the principal position what it is today by making sure that they had an understanding of pedagogy rather than just administrative work. Young personally has affected my life through giving me a positive woman role model within a schooling position. I think that knowing Young could still make changes and could instill changes that made a difference helps me to know that I can make a difference also.